You know, the more and more I watch Triple G and listen to him talk, listen to his trainer talk, listen to his promoters talk, the more and more I see that he's being protected and that his, his promotional company don't really believe in him as much as they say they do. They keep trying to sell the public that everybody is ducking him and that they don't want to fight him. But I could name at least six fighters that said they would fight him, but they're not interested in fighting him. What you guys have to understand, man, in the boxing game, to become a legend and to become somebody that people gonna talk about for many years to come, you have to be tied to legendary fights. You know, whether you like Manny Pacquiao or not, Manny Pacquiao is tied to legendary fighters, legendary fights. Whether you like Floyd Mayweather or not, he's a legend. He's tied to legendary fighters and legendary fight. You know, I know you get these clowns, and these buffoons like Thunderdome Boxing, that cokehead, and Sean Newton, that alcoholic. Then some of these, coon ass, you know, black, anti-black fighter channels that try to dismiss Floyd's career and Andre Ward's career, you know. But I know what's up with them. I know for a fact why some of these guys say the ridiculous shit that they say. But we ain't gonna go into that. But getting back to Triple G, let me ask you guys this. Why are you impressed with this guy fighting nobodies? You know, why is it when people call Triple G out, he don't respond, but then they say they looking for big fights? Now this came out of Tom Loeffler's mouth. They're looking for big fights. Where you guys have been approached about big fights, but you wouldn't take them. You don't want to take the fight with Lara because I'm gonna tell you something. A pay-per-view fight with Lara, depending on if you can get a purse bid and a network deal worked out, that could be a big fight. I guarantee you Triple G versus Lara would have sold at least somewhere between 250,000 to 300 pay-per-view, you know. But he didn't want to take that fight. Triple G Andre Ward pay-per-view could possibly do, depending if it's promoted right, could do like somewhere between 300,000 to 400,000 pay-per-view buys, which would be big. You know what I'm saying? A James DeGale fight would do great TV ratings if if it's promoted right. I think it would do great on TV. But see, you say those guys don't have big enough names, but then you just flat out lie and say Willie Monroe and Ashita and Curtis Stevens are. You just you just can't do that, man. And let me ask you a question, and I want y'all to be honest. Y'all like to do this to Floyd Mayweather. Say, oh, Floyd couldn't have beat none of these past, what I'm saying, these legends from, the past, like from the 80s, you know, or earlier than that. Could Floyd beat Sugar Ray Robinson or Roberto Duran or younger Sugar Ray Leonard? Well, let me ask you this. As a middleweight, let's be honest. Could Triple G beat a 28-year-old lightning quick Roy Jones Jr.? Not the Roy Jones Jr. we seeing now. Roy Jones Jr. who threw so many punches to where it was just hard to see him coming, who had good reflexes. How would Triple G do against that Roy? Could Triple G beat a 33-year-old Bernard Hopkins? Could Triple G beat Julian Jackson, one of the hardest punchers, if not the hardest puncher in boxing history? Could he beat Mike McCallum? Gritty, tough, hard punching fighter. Could he beat Gerald McClellan? Great boxer. Could he beat Marvin Hagner? Could he beat even Sugar Ray Leonard when he went up to middleweight? Could he beat Thomas Hearns? Could he beat all those fighters? And my answer is I don't think Triple G could beat any of those fighters that I named. I don't think he could beat none of them. Because, see, I saw all those guys fight, all those middleweights. And I'm going to be honest with you. If Triple G was to go up to, like, let's just say eventually he went up to super middleweight, could Triple G beat like a 33-year-old Joe Kazagi? No. See, that's what I'm saying. Now, he would put Joe Kazagi on his ass, but one thing about Joe Kazagi, he'd get up, continue to fight. So that's what I'm saying. Could Triple G beat any of those guys that I just named? I don't think so. Thomas Hearns knocks Triple G out within 4 rounds. Yeah, Thomas Hearns didn't have the best chin at times, but his reach would have bothered the fuck out of Triple G. He puts Triple G away. Marvin Hagner beats the hell out of Triple G. Julian Jackson, if he lands 1 or 2 punches on Triple G, they picking him up off the ground. Gerald McClellan outboxes him. Sugar Ray Leonard at middleweight outboxes him. And see, that's what I'm saying. To be honest with you, he's benefiting being in right now in a weak middleweight division. But then the fighters that they think possibly have a chance at beating him, they don't seem to be interested. How long is we gonna hear this bullshit with, well, it might be difficult for HBO and the thing with Showtime to get something did. Hey, you go to a purse bid. If Showtime wins the purse bid, then the fight goes to Showtime. If HBO value Triple G like they say they do, then they'll pay top dollar to make this fight happen. I do not think that Al Heyman will not work with HBO. If they're willing to pay his fighter top dollar to make a fight, they will make this fight. I'm just hearing all these little side notes about Triple G. If it's not the guy's not a big enough name, they try to use HBO. Well, it's like this, man. If you feel like HBO is trying to punk you and trying to like call themselves treating you like a whore, like you strictly can only fight on HBO, then maybe you need to call HBO's bluff. Because here's the thing. Even if HBO was to get rid of Triple G, if he called his bluff and say, well, we'll take the fight to Showtime or PBC or whatever, you don't mean to tell me that Showtime wouldn't sign Triple G to a multi-fight deal? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Cut it out with this shit, man. Like I say, motherfuckers like me, man, I keep trying to tell y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an OG, man, when it comes to this boxing shit, man. I didn't start watching boxing like 5 years ago, man. Like I said, man, I've been watching boxing since I was like 4 years old, man. I saw a lot of the fighters fight, man. Like I keep telling you, man. I saw Larry Holmes and Jerry Cooney, man. I saw Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagner, man. I saw all that shit, man. I saw them guys fight, man. And that's what I'm saying. I got like well over 30 years of knowledge, man, when it comes to this boxing shit, man. And I'm just keeping it real about Triple G. Y'all can get on here and talk all this. Oh, I don't like him because he white and all that shit, man. Like I say, man, that shit going in one ear out the other, man. Till this motherfucker get his ass in the ring with a credible opponent, man. You know, you gonna keep hearing it from me. If he fight Daniel Jacobs and beat Daniel Jacobs, I will give the dude his credit. But at the same time, he don't seem like they're going out of their way to make that fight. But then they turn around and say, okay, well, they're looking for the best opponents possible. But you had a chance to fight Andre Ward, the best fighter out there. You take this fight and you lose. Hey, it's no big deal. Actually, it might help you. But then again, your stupid fans are so spooked at you losing to somebody like Andre Ward. They try to shit on Andre Ward because actually, when they say Triple G or Andre Ward basically should go fight somebody else, that's basically the fans talking out of fear. Because like I said, I was pushing for Floyd Manny Pacquiao. I knew Floyd could beat Manny Pacquiao. I knew he would beat Manny Pacquiao. That's why I kept pushing for this fight. But like I say, you look at Triple G's dumbass fans. They pushing against that fight. They don't want the fight. They keep talking about, well, Andre Ward is really a light heavyweight, or Triple G is not a real super middleweight, but he attempted to go up there. See, that's the thing, man. Y'all, man, getting fooled by this cat, man. And that's just real talk, man. Y'all can take it how y'all want, man. Like I said, I'm not backing down. I'm going to continue to stay on Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers, Triple G fans, y'all be acting like, I'ma just say what y'all is. Y'all predominantly racist, clueless, uh, Triple G fans. Y'all quick to, like I say, not be impressed with let's just say a darker fighter, but y'all impressed with this guy fighting all these clowns, these nobodies. So yeah, man, the fuck out of here, man. I'm out.